All of Gator Nation is eating pancakes today. We ate pancakes yesterday. Another flip. The Florida Gators have filled the flip. We'll say, Byron Lewis, you are a Florida Gator.
You are Locked On Gators, your daily podcast on the Florida Gators. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello, and welcome back to another early morning episode of Locked On Gators. It is 9:14 a.m. Eastern Time, and this is your second episode of the day with Locked On Gators because we had our normal show talking about all the success with yesterday's commits, and now the Florida Gators have successfully finished the flip of running back Byron Lewis, formerly committed to Florida State. Byron, I see you all in the chat. I love you. Byron Lewis is a 4-star by every service except for 24/7. He is the 285th running back or 285th player in the country on On3, 196th on ESPN, 158th on Rivals. He's the 21st running back on On3, 23rd running back on 24/7, 11th running back on ESPN, and 9th running back on Rivals. This is the kind of news. That's what I'm saying. This is the kind of news we like to see first thing in the morning. I will say his timing's horrible. He committed right as I went to the bodega, and then I had to rush back and get live here. But I like the addition of Byron Lewis. First off, Billy Napier. It's kind of mean at this point. He's just bullying Mike Norvell, taking whatever he wants. I know Mike Norvell hates to see Billy Napier coming, right? That's all I'm saying. I'd imagine that he hates that one. But for Byron Lewis, I like his film, right? I genuinely I like his film, especially for the Florida Gators style of play. I think he's a one-cut back. He can create explosives in the sense of picking up these 10, 20, 25, maybe 30-yard runs. I question his long speed a little bit. However, I also don't really give a damn about long speed at running back. I really don't. I'm sorry. I know that I feel like that's a weird thing for people to hear, but I really don't care about long speed for a running back because if you don't have the vision, the contact balance, and the ability to make people miss, then you're not picking up these huge gains anyway. So that's how I look at it, at least where, yeah, I don't know if he's got the long speed, but I don't give a damn. If you hit the right hole and you get going, you're going to be just fine in terms of picking up chunk yardage. And that's what I care. But he's also a very tough runner, which I think Florida Gators fans, I think we've really started to come around on that with the Damian Pierces, the Montrell, the Jaden Ball, Jacoby Jackson. I think we've really started to come around on just give me a tough runner that's going to get crap done, right? And that's what the Florida Gators are getting in Byron Lewis. Also, again, I know that people in the chat will get to the chat in the second half of this, as always. But I think that this is a great take for the Florida Gators. Where we talked about, they want to take 2 running backs, maybe a third. I don't know if they still want to take 2 or 3. If they only take 2, I do think that this would mean Chad Gasper would probably be the odd man out that would get pushed out of the class. But I think you could take 3 because when you look at the running back room for the future, we'll say, not just 2025, but also 2026. I mean, even if you do look at it for just 2025, then Montrell is gone. I believe Cam Carroll has to be gone, and either way, not like he's playing, right? You will get back. Treyon Webb, I believe, is coming back. I know there's people that think he's in a portal. I don't think he's portal. I think he's going to be a Gator. Treyon Webb, Jaden Ball, Katie Daniels, Jacoby Jackson has another year. Then you're kind of it. You got Treyon Webb, Jaden Ball, Katie Daniels, Jacoby Jackson. What's the downside of taking a third running back, right? You take 3 football players and you figure out where they can go, right? Like we talked about when Waltez Clark committed, or before he even committed to Florida. We were talking about him with Brian Smith, and he's like, yeah, Waltez might long-term be someone that moves out of running back. Like he might be someone that can change positions. He's big. He's almost 6'2", 200 pounds. He can change around. He can move around if that might be better for him than just playing running back full time. So maybe that's a change that happens. But again, I don't know. Maybe Chad Gasper can go play in the slot. He did it a lot in high school when he was available. That's what he did. I'm still learning recruiting. If it's 25 class, when will they play for Florida? Next year. Think of it as the year that we say the class, that's when they enroll. So if you're part of the 24 class, like DJ Lagway, LJ McCray, you're this year. If you're part of the 25 class, you sign in about a week and a day, and then you're on campus either this January or like June, July-ish, the mid-year enrollee. And your first season will be the 2025 season. So appreciate you, Zach. But that's how recruiting is with the 2025 class. It means 2025 is your first season with that team. So Florida Gators added another one. They're now the number 18th ranked class on 24/7. They are now the 17th ranked class on On3. And here's the thing too. I think that we slow down with the 3-star, low 4-star conversations. I think that now you got to swing for the big ones, right? Because you're already at 19 commits. You don't want to get to 24 and then have to worry about bringing in guys from the portal that are going to be significant contributors, and then you're going to have, or you don't want to run out of scholarships while trying to do that, right? So I think that's where we're at, where you gotta kind of lay off the 3 stars and the 4 stars, or 3 stars and low 4 stars, and just go swing for the fences. Get the Dallas Wilsons, the Solomon Thomases, those kinds of kids. Add them. The kid committed to Tennessee as well. Go after them. But I think that Florida's class right now, again, it's not respectable till we hit top 12. Scholarship count went to 120, 105. It's 85 and 20 scholarship and 20 walk-ons. That's what Billy Napier was talking about yesterday when they asked him about the roster building process. He said that it's 85 schollies and 20 walk-ons is the limit that he's going to be allowed to have. We'll get more information on this. It's wild. I hate how much they're changing. I hate that every year feels like they're making a drastic change with college football roster rules. That just sounds like mayhem. We're going to get to the chat. I see you guys popping off. I love you all. We're going to talk about the chat. We're going to talk about Byron Lewis. We're going to talk about any questions you guys have in the chat when we get back with Locked On Gators. Gametime has a new feature called Gametime Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite team play live even easier. Gametime Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Like if you want to go catch the Florida Gators playing a bowl game whenever that bowl game gets announced, you can do that on Gametime. Last minute tickets, great prices, by the way. Just know that. Like you save money compared to anybody else when you go last minute with Gametime. If you want to go catch the game this weekend in Tallahassee and you want to turn Tallahassee, I don't like saying turn it into the swamp. I don't think you replicate the swamp. But if you want to turn it into a home game for the Gators, go to Gametime. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime Picks. Download Gametime app, create an account. You could Locked On College for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code Locked On College for $20 off. Download Gametime today. What time is it? It's game time, baby. And if you like making money on the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. Just visit FanDuel.com to join today. You'll get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Thanks for making Locked On Gators your first listen of the day. Every day, we are available daily and free wherever it's in the podcast and on YouTube. If you're new here, thank you. Please do like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. If you want to join the Locked On Gators Insider program, which, by the way, had a hunch that Byron Lewis was committing today and that we were going to be going live today, you can join that with the link in the description below. It's first 2 weeks free, $5 a month after that. And so you can find out a lot of information. It's especially great during the off season. And I see some of our insiders are in here. They can vouch for it. I see someone asking about the uniform combo. According to the uniform schedule that they put out prior to the season, this week against Florida State, it's going to be orange hat, white shirt, white pants. So that's going to be the plan for this weekend, which means maybe get a little bit of red on you, a little bit. Maybe get some blood on you there. Get it in blood if you got to. We're going to go to the chat now. FS Pooh, Big Mad. I know. I feel so bad for Mike Norvell. I don't actually, but it's great to see him just have things taken from him. Need Dallas Wilson. They can call it a class. Solomon overrated. Nope. I need Solomon. I need Dallas. Those are the two I need. Built, not bought. Let's go Gators. What's up, Brandon? Again, yeah, Bechet. Again. Now, this is the kind of news I like to see first thing in the morning. That's cute. I'm telling you. I woke up and I was like, I need to get out of bed because, I was like, I could lay in a little bit. And I was like, no, I need to get out of bed because this kid could commit at any time. And yesterday, Ty Jackson committed very early. So I had to be prepared. Jabbar doing work. That's the thing, too. Zach, I like that you said this. Jabbar doing work. I don't think that Jabbar Jalouk gets enough credit as the Florida Gators running back coach because he was also the running back coach at Louisiana with Billy Napier, and they were churning out NFL running backs like nothing. Like they were just churning them out every single year. There was one year where Louisiana had 3 running backs that all went to the NFL. They all went to the NFL. Jabbar Jalouk was there for that year. It was Trey Ragas, Raymond Calais, and Elijah Mitchell. 3 guys all went to the NFL. They were all Louisiana running backs. Okay, Montrell Johnson's going to be in the NFL. Trevor Etienne's going to be in the NFL. Jabbar Jalouk brings in, maybe not 5-star running backs, but every running back he brings in is ready to play as a freshman because he looks for the traits. He goes vision, contact, balance. Can you make a man miss in any way, shape, or form? Great, then come on in. So Jabbar Jalouk doesn't get enough credit, okay? Jabbar Jalouk, Gerald Chapman doing the Lord's work on this roster. Phoenix said, gotta love it. Zach, I'm glad to have you here. I haven't seen you here before, but I'm glad that you're here. Appreciate you coming in. Billy is in the FSU Hate League spirit, flipping more players than a Waffle House veteran this week. Hey, might not be done yet. Dallas Wilson has announced that he's going to announce his decision on December 4th, on signing day. Solomon Thomas hasn't said that yet. I do think that that's what it's going to come down to, but try to make something happen. That's all I'm saying. Give Jalouk a pay raise. Yep. I see the Jalouk love. I love the Jalouk love here. He was so nice to Mike Norvell in his Monday press conference. Yeah, he's like, hey, I got my own, what was it? My own grass to tend to, my own lawn to tend to. I get it. Just play nonchalant. We're besties. They were on a coaching staff at one point, if I'm not mistaken. I think Arizona State, they were on the same coaching staff. So it would make sense to be polite, at least. Billy snatching the heart out of Norvell, things you love to see. Now we just got to beat his ass on Saturday. That's it. Take his commits, beat his ass on the field. Simple as that. Just handle it. Call it a day. Billy flipping them pancakes. Solomon next, hopefully. If only we could flip Thomas and Wilson. Dallas Wilson next. By the way, lost a bet to a friend, hence the name, but I am a Gator fan. Your name for me shows up as your name. I see the Gator logo, so I respect it. Gators Wilson signed with V Brown Agency. I talked about this yesterday. Dallas Wilson signing with the same agency as Vernell Brown Jr. does not mean a damn thing. It really doesn't. The agent's job is to put these kids in the best position to succeed, not to push them anywhere. So I think people look far too much into that. They look really far too much into that. It's more likely that you see an agent not wanting to deal with a certain coach or GM than you see an agent go, well, I'm going to push my kid to this school or anything. That's not how it works at all. Billy Ballsack flipping more pancakes than I hop. 85 scholarships, 20 walk-ons for the fall. Not sure about spring. Billy making sense with fast receivers and bowling ball backs. I see what you did. You old bass. I see what you did, you sneaky bastard. Solomon Thomas looking like Will Smith standing in the empty house. Man, looking around. I like to think of I forgot. I think in the group chat I was in the other day, I put that was Mike Norvell at the scene where Will Smith is crying into Uncle Phil's arms, and he's like, "Why don't he want me, man?" I think that's Mike Norvell with his 2025 recruiting class. Why don't they want me, man? It's because he sucks, though. That's what it is. When did he commit? Because it's still early. Billy doesn't sleep, I guess. Yeah, he committed 10 minutes before we went live. Ball's going to be a stud next year. Billy, during the press conference, saying how good of a coach Norvell, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, he's cleaning up. That's the thing. Like, Billy does that. That's Billy's MO. Billy's like, yeah, he's a great guy. He's super sweet. I love him. Yeah, he's dope. He's so talented. I'm taking all of his kids. Like it's as simple as that. Like Billy does that. He's going to kill you with kindness and then kill you on the field. And if you like the Florida Gators landing, we have 209 people in here. If you like the Florida Gators, 212 people. If you like the Florida Gators landing blue chip talent, go to floridavictorious.com, sign up and use promo code LOCKED, LOCKED, and you can save 20% off your first month and help Florida remain competitive in the NIL landscape where they need to. Florida flips Norvell to be an analyst at 25. Florida didn't flip Norvell, but they might flip his former assistant. Might flip his former assistant to be an off-field role. I'm just saying there. Never forget Gator leads head-to-head series over FSU with 37 wins, and we little bro the Tallahassee Seminoles 52-20 for the 1996 National Championship. I need them to win this weekend. I need Florida to little brother them this weekend. That's what I'm saying. I need to put belt to ass this weekend. Go Gators, 13-0 last season, 2-10 next season. What happened? They suck. That's what happened. They suck. They sold out for the portal. They brought in a lot of really good portal players, and they thought that was sustainable, and it's not. You need to treat college football right now like the NFL, like the NBA. You go and you draft your superstars. You draft your foundation. In this case, you sign your foundation. You sign your superstars in high school recruiting. Then you go to the portal and bring in the talent that puts you over the top. It's not sustainable to think that you can just go into the portal every single year and win there. That's just not how it works. Sign the check, Billy, for Solomon Thomas. Georgia has 5 stars and 24 stars. Long way to go. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Like I said, this class to me isn't even acceptable until we hit top 12. Not even an acceptable class until you hit 12. I'll celebrate every commit. Like I said, progress is progress. We'll celebrate commits. We'll celebrate these things. But as a whole, if your class is not top 12, your class is not good enough at this point or not acceptable at this point. It should be better. You should be better at the University of Florida. But contextually, I'll give you, if you can get in the top 12, I will consider that acceptable. Little brother say, little brother, like the stream, y'all. Yeah, yep, like Phoenix said, like the stream. Poor high school recruiting. Norvell leaned entirely too much on the portal. Gators jump out in front by 2 touchdowns in the first 5 minutes and never look back. Need it. We almost beat Georgia with our signings under Napier. I think we're okay. Maybe. Let's see. What's up, Brandon? We come and go Gators. Need the dog walk FS Poo. Remember how UCF was called Little Brother a month ago? What a joke. UCF has no seat at the dinner table. Don't think the Dallas agent thing is interesting because it's the same agent. It's interesting because his agent has been on staff at the Gators and has a dad who's a legacy and his brother's at UF. I really don't. I don't think the agency thing matters at all. I got to be honest. I don't. His job is to get the best deal for his client, get the best situation for his client. I don't think that. I think that if Vernell Brown is pushing someone to Florida, I don't think that's operating in good faith. I will say that. 2 touchdowns is not almost. Run the damn ball against the Noles. Bandwagon smiles are the biggest. Do we need Lane Kiffin? Yes, Ryan. I don't care about agents. They don't recruit. Can we get a score prediction? We'll get a score prediction on Thursday. Don't worry. We'll still have it. We'll still have that. It's going to be a lot. I'll tell you that. It's going to be a lot. Need to take care of business this weekend, and the rest of the class will take care of itself recruiting. I think Montreal will start and go off on FSU for payback for last season. Hopefully. FSU's so mad right now. Napier's the best. Choke, shambles, Bobby bow down field. Yeah, I need the Florida Gators to beat their ass. It's as simple as that. I need Florida to beat their ass on this show. Muddy Waters, I think that if there's a running back pushed out, it would be Gasper. I don't know if that happens, but if they do, I think it would be Gasper. We'll see, though. Again, I know that they've got potentially 3 running backs next year that matter or that contributed. PFF rates Lagway the best deep ball passer in the country because he is. DJ's the best QB. Billy better not do his classic playing down to his opponents. I'm telling you, I need him not to. I really need him not to. But looking forward to the crossover. Brian always smoked with you recently about results and recruiting is going to be sweet for you. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to give Brian hell. I can't wait. Man, I cannot wait for that one. Sure, some will leave after the season also. Yeah, I'm sure, but who knows how much, right? Thanks for making Locked On Gators your first listen of the day every day. We are available daily and free wherever in the podcast and on YouTube. Locked On Gators, I'm Brandon Olsen. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at WNS_Brandon. Find all my written work with New York Giants on SI.com. And I will see you all next time.